Every year, the Lagos State Ministry of Education, through the Lagos State Educational Resource Center, organizes the Lagos State Festival of Instructional Materials for teachers and students. The 2016 edition of the program had as its theme, Appropriate Instructional Materials, Key to Effective Learning.
It is as a result of the advantages of the use of instructional materials to teaching and learning that teachers, especially subject teachers, are encouraged to complete among themselves, to refresh their memories, and constantly keep themselves abreast of the latest technology and equipment for production of relevant instructional materials. This is an indication that the present administration has the best interest of our students in mind, because definitely they will be the major beneficiaries of the knowledge from the use of instructional materials in teaching and learning.
The festival is aimed at promoting creativity amongst teachers and students during the teaching and learning process. Over time, instructional materials have been used all over the world to make learning easier for students and at the same time enhancing interaction in the classrooms.
Research has proven that students learn easier, faster, and better with instructional materials than just being told things in abstract. This is what is termed learning from known to unknown. That underscores the importance of this event. There is no amount of infrastructure, number of teachers, and enabling environment that can improve teaching and learning like the impact of instructional materials.
Representing the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, the Chairman State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Dr. Ganiush Shukbenyi, disclosed that the Lagos State government will continue to fund the Education Resource Center in order for the center to continue to organize such important events and have positive impact on the education sector.
In order to get out of the woods, it becomes necessary to put forward the need for a reform of our education system and encourage our teachers and stakeholders in the education sector to become innovative, creative, and productive in designing new instructional materials that could help in providing quality education for the present and unborn generations. I am therefore highly impressed by the dazzling array of talents and materials on display by different exhibitors and stakeholders here today. This confirms the aphorism that necessity is the mother of invention.
The guest speaker, Dr. Ibukun Oluderu, spoke extensively on the theme, Appropriate Instructional Materials, Key to Effective Learning.
It is far more essential to put the learner at the center of the instructional system by making him or her the focus in the thinking and planning process leading to the lesson. In other words, the instructional strategy used by the teacher should be absolutely learner-centered or learner-involving if it will be effective.
High point of the day was the exhibition of various instructional materials that will help in making learning effective. The day was spiced up with musical presentations and the presentation of awards to those who emerged winners at the festival. Education Report on TV spoke to some of the exhibitors at the festival.
You bring all these things you teach these children to life. They get to see how it looks like. For instance, this game. Having taught the children fruits of the Spirit, we have 9 fruits of the Spirit. They don't just learn them. By the time you play it in a game, they don't have to just memorize things, cram and pour. My students used to say this word, la cram, la pour. But no, it won't be like that. They rather read to understand and be able to also apply it to their daily life.
I feel very, very happy for at least being the first person for today's competition. The day I was told of this project, I said, okay, I'm going to work on heat. And I divided the heat into 2. I said cooling and hotness. If I test your temperature now, I'll have a value, whether cool or hot. So I decided to go for cooling through evaporation. Our students, the generation to come, they are into it. And this was done with the assistance of friends and some students. And we're happy.
The importance of using instructional materials in our school cannot be overemphasized. Without the instructional materials, our teachers cannot teach effectively. And you could say that in Lagos State, the governor has pumped more money into education to make sure that all our teachers use instructional materials to teach effectively, to bring the best out of them, so that the performance of our students in Lagos State will be improved. So without instructional materials, a teacher cannot teach effectively. So every teacher must use instructional materials to teach in their various subjects.
In all, the 2016 Festival of Instructional Materials provided teachers and students an avenue to showcase their talents. The event was attended by teachers, students, principals, and other stakeholders.